The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll get that complete to his tight end, Colt Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Let's go, let's go. Home troops right.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
The Chargers at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
5-9, 5-9.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Home troops right. Hey, go Lion.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert.
This pass out wide to Hall.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like,
touchdown! Breece Hall, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Godwin, the motion man. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
You talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Colts! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes, right side. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Dancing to his left. That is caught. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Go. Hey, Ram.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now.
Back deep is Charlie Jones.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, trying to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Chris Godwin.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 17. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw here.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3.
19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 50. Trap 50. 70 Rangers. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other... disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Michael Pittman.
26 yards.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Hey, Kappa.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Crowd right. Home to try. Let's go. Hey.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mustang 19. Reload.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. York now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It's a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Jalen Waddle.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Stephon Diggs. 41 yards.
And the Colts sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. This is 1st and 10.
5-9.
Throwing, Herbert.
He's got to complete to Waddle, and he goes out right around the 39.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, go Lion.
Herbert. That's complete right side to Komet.
And he's brought down.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense.
Ball.